Saints Row 2 is a magical game. The game that seemingly keeps on giving, and after many years, there are still secrets that are being discovered by fans. From hidden islands to UFOs, there's plenty to discover on the game that is Saints Row 2. Today, I bring you a special treat because we are going to be compiling a list of all the Easter eggs in the game, and to help me do so is none other than Mr. Saints Godzilla himself. First off, Zombie Carlos. Simply call eye for an eye after you've passed the mission Red Asphalt.
Fucking, you gotta be fucking kidding.
If you hear a zombie voice after calling, you have done this successfully. Now go to your homies, give them a call, and there you have it, Mr. Zombie Carlos himself.
Hey everyone, it's Mr. Saints Godzilla 21 here, and let's move on to an Easter egg on the Stillwater Nuclear Island. With an aircraft, make your way to this rooftop. Now simply break this door down to reveal the secret nuke launch room. As you can see, the room is filled to the brim with blow-up dolls. Some have been positioned to be casually drinking, playing poker, and laying on these cots waiting for Lord only knows what. Besides that, there really isn't much else to this Easter egg, but it's still a fun find nonetheless.
Next, we have the Volition employee Easter egg on the tombstones at the cemetery. Head over to the Morningwood Cemetery in Northwest Stillwater. Once you're there, you can find various names of Volition employees on the tombstones. What's interesting about this location is that on the north end of the cemetery, every night between 11 p.m. and 4 a.m., you are able to hear various screams and horror noises coming from the house. Underneath the cemetery, you can find a hidden sex cavern filled with blow-up dolls, coffins, and empty bottles of alcohol. There are two different entry points to the cavern, both in which are marked by these two blue circles.
Up next, we have a horror theme Easter egg that can be found near Mount Claflin in the Arena District. Here next to this small lake, you'll find this dock. If you make your way right from it and swim over to this spot, you'll see a hockey mask under this tree. Any Friday the 13th fan should clearly know this is a reference to Jason Voorhees. By picking up the mask and leaving the area, it will turn into a skull in your hand. Overall, a cool reference and a nice Easter egg.
Next, we have the sing-along. Find a vehicle and set the radio station to the mix and patiently wait until Take On Me by Aha starts to play. Sit idle and wait for the magic because your character should start singing along. Sit back and enjoy the song. Unfortunately, I can't play the audio for this as it would upset the copyright gods of YouTube. Nice little Easter egg nonetheless.
Moving right along, let's look at the developer's office Easter egg in the Hotels and Marina District. At the walkway under the North Shore Marina Super Mall, you can use this door to get to the second floor of the building. And now you'll be inside the developer's office where you can get a collectible CD and see the Volition logo with an eye patch. Instead of calling themselves Volition though, the company is simply referred to as the Game Studio. Known for such classic titles like Train Simulator 4 and Train Simulator 5, now with extra depth. But on top of that, there's these posters of a Volition employee and a conveniently placed ramp that allows you to stunt jump through the studio.
Next up on the list, we'll be heading back to the Morningwood Cemetery once again. This Easter egg is kind of based on luck, and you'll have to keep leaving the area and coming back in order for you to essentially respin the RNG slot machine. But once you hit the jackpot, enjoy. It's a bird, it's a plane, it's a dead pilot, man.
Yeah. Oh! Oh, there it is!
In both the Ultor Exposed and Corporate Warfare DLCs, a secret UFO could be found flying around in every mission. In Weekend at Terra's, the first UFO could be spotted leaving the factory district when approaching the final buried corpse. During Burden of Proof, a second UFO could be seen leaving the RealBot's warehouse. And in the final Ultor Exposed mission, a UFO will be flying behind the University district after the 6 vultures spawn. In the first mission of Corporate Warfare, a UFO will fly past in the background when you're positioned above the overpass. At the beginning of Corporate Meltdown after reaching the first truck stop, a second UFO will fly over the north end of the nuclear island. And the final UFO could be briefly seen during Ultor Family Fun Day when you enter the developer office.
This next Easter egg I consider to be a 3-in-1 stuffed egg, if you will. Sometime in late 2019, an ex-Volition employee posted on Reddit and went on to explain 3 hidden Easter eggs on Saints Row 2. The first part of this 3-in-1 enhances adrenaline mode for the insurance fraud activity. Step 1. Head to a plastic surgeon and equip the roar taunt. Step 2. Make your way to any insurance fraud and begin the activity. Step 3. Once the activity starts, perform the roar taunt while pressing the left analog stick and the right bumper in on your your controller. There's no real indication that the Easter egg was activated successfully, so you'll have to go out and fill your adrenaline meter to check if it worked. After doing so, you will begin to hear the classic song Ride to Valkyrie, and the hits you take will send you flying further than normal. I'd recommend throwing on the low gravity cheat for maximum fun. Moving on, the next Easter egg lets you play Demo Derby with full upgrades at any level you want. In the garage, set all the upgrades to max and turn the vehicle 180 degrees. Now highlight the Demo Derby while pushing in the left analog stick and pressing the right bumper once again. If done correctly, a prompt will appear asking if you are sure you'd like to start. From there, you'll be able to play Demo Derby with full upgrades at any level. The last Easter egg is definitely the hardest to activate. According to the Volition dev, you need to get 3 bronze stars for driving in on oncoming traffic, then immediately press LB or RB. Thanks to Mr. Saints Godzilla's help, the easiest way to activate this cheat is to once again press the left analog stick and RB after performing 3 bronze stars in oncoming traffic. If that doesn't work, try getting the bronze stars but push both bumpers while pressing the analog stick. Once activated, your car will no longer be able to flip over and will always land right side up no matter how you crash. I'll leave a link to Mr. Saints Godzilla's video in the description where he goes a little bit more in depth on these very awesome Easter eggs.
On the Saints Row 2's most iconic Easter egg, we have the Secret Islands. There are 3 prominent islands that can be found along the west side of the map, the largest of which is behind the prison. Here you can find a fossil of a plesiosaur, and just behind the waterfall is a cave filled with Roman architecture and a Volition logo above a pillar. Just north of the island there's a baby plesiosaur that will occasionally swim by. Now making our way south is a second island that has yet another plesiosaur fossil. Finally, the last spot is a cove with a half-sunken pirate ship. Sure, there isn't much to do here, but it's cool nonetheless to explore. Anyway, besides the 3 main secret islands, there's actually one more hidden treasure out there, but I'll leave that to RPG to explain in a bit.
Next up, we have the most famous Easter egg in all of Saints Row 2, and quite honestly, probably the entire Saints Row series. None other than Johnny Boone. None other than the Cabbit. To achieve this Easter egg, you have to follow a couple steps. Step 1, go to Ruin Island on the northwest side of Stillwater. Step 2, follow the arrow to Lookout Island, which is directly north. Step 3, follow the arrow to the unnamed island, which normally wouldn't even be spawned. Step 4, follow the arrow to the final unknown island. Again, this island normally wouldn't be here unless you're doing the prior steps. Step 5, climb the island and turn the direction of the arrows. The last island should now disappear from under your boots, and it's time to enjoy the show. It's Cabbit time, baby. And yes, I think this Easter egg personally is one of the coolest I've seen in any game I've played, but hey, I'm quite biased to Saints Row 2. Regardless, enjoy the Cabbit goodness. Ooh.
The good old Mehrman. Just northeast of Shipit, you'll find this infamous billboard that shows an artist's rendition of the Merman with an added warning to avoid the beast. In the right corner it reads, Mehrman, last seen off the marina shore, flippered and dangerous. There's been a decade of speculation over this, some saying they've seen the Merman and others saying it's not real. Though in reality, it's simply a reference to one of Volition's technical artists, Brian Mehrman. His name can be spotted in a number of locations, including this tombstone near the secret sex caverns, a bar in the Saints Row district, the news article for Bleeding Out, on a scoreboard for the Stillwater Sharks near the Ultor Dome, and as an owner for a storage company. Though I still believe that there's more to this that's yet to be discovered.
Sit back and grab some popcorn because it's now time for your honorable mentions. First up, some may argue that this isn't an Easter egg, but for this video I had to throw it in there. The secret mission Revelations. I remember playing this mission first back in 2008, being absolutely mind blown that they tied up the loose ends from Saints Row 1. Not only that, but they did it in the secret mission form, which is what made me really love this mission / Easter egg so much. All you have to do is listen to the 3 wire tapes at the Stillwater police station, give your old buddy Dex a call, and the mission should spawn at the old church.
I guess that makes us even.
Next, we have the shock paddle glitch. This is actually a glitch Volition came across while testing Saints Row 2, but decided to keep it in the game because of how much they love the effect. All you have to do is kill someone, turn 180 degrees so they aren't in the frame anymore, turn back around, and when they are in the appropriate launch position, shock them with the paddles and they'll go flying. Volition actually went as far as to make a shock paddle launch tutorial video back in 2008 to explain how to do the launch. I'll leave a link in the description for that video as well. All in all, pretty awesome how they left a hilarious launch in the game, which started out as merely a glitch in the QA testing. Next, we have the cut UFO Easter egg. For this to be achieved, you have to go into Saints Row 2's root folder and open the preload file using Notepad++, scroll down to the bottom of the list and type in skybox_UFO.effect. Save your file and start up Saints Row 2 normally. While playing, there's a chance for a UFO on the edge of the map to spawn. It should spawn every 1 to 2 minutes, and it is simply a sight to behold. To think that this has been under wraps for 12 years is insane to think about. Special thanks to Masako team for finding this amazing cut Easter egg and making it public knowledge.
Some say Easter egg, others say unintentional glitch. The freezer to this day is still one of the most mysterious elements of Saints Row 2, if not the entire franchise. By escaping the zombie uprising activity, you're bound to see the shadowy figure and your game will proceed to immediately crash. It's even possible for the freezer to break your disc or leave the game so corrupted you'll think Grove Street Games got their hands on it.
Welcome to San Andreas, I'm CJ from Grove.
Whatever the case, only time will reveal the truth behind the freezer.
And there you have it, folks. As we wrap up today's Saints Row Easter egg collection, it's now time for reflection. What is your favorite Easter egg of them all? Please tell me if you recall. From the Cabbit to the freezer, my favorite type of salad is Caesar. Until next time, folks, I'm gonna go grab a pack of smokes. This is Papa RPG saying peace out, lovely people.